All right, happy motherfucking Thursday. I know everybody's like, what the fuck? Why is there a show on Thursday? Well, we had to fit in a bunch of shows this week because we are at the end of the season. There's only one show left after this, but we had to bring these guys on. This is Broadwing all the way from Maine. How you guys doing tonight?
Awesome, man. Thank you
Very
for having
good.
us.
Yeah, thanks for having us on. Pleasure to be
Anybody
here.
watching right now that loves pop punk music, and if you've not heard of this band, you're fucking retarded. You need to go listen to this band, which if you stay till the end of the show, we actually are playing one of their music videos at the end of it, so you will get to see it. And
Hell
I
yeah.
expect every single one of you motherfuckers to go hit that follow button and get these guys playing in your fucking local area because it is going to be worth it, I promise you.
We'll bring you some lobster rolls.
Yeah.
We have
Clam
lobster
chowder.
rolls.
Clam chowder.
We have
Yeah.
lobster
Oh, hell yeah.
Right.
We have lobster rolls here, and they're so fucking good. But up there, it's way different. It's way
It's
different.
for real. It's
We
for real.
take it pretty seriously.
We boil it with the seawater. We're not messing around in the wintertime.
Holy shit. See here. Okay, you got to bring lobster, and I'll give y'all oysters if you haven't had
Yeah.
oysters.
Oh, that sounds fair as hell.
Here it's like oysters are God where we live. So
Okay.
fucking everything is about oysters here.
I'm with it.
Yep.
All right, CB, you're getting picked on tonight. You're kicking it off.
All right, well let's kick this off with what is your guys' favorite horror film?
Damn. Oh man. You want it from each of us? Because we're
Yep.
I don't think we'd agree.
Oh,
on
yeah.
that.
Each one of you.
Favorite horror film.
That's so
I'm
tough.
just like a mad like this is a cop out because it's not answering the question, but it's like I'm a mad 80s slashers like guy. So like I pretty much watched like all of the 80s slashers like all like starting in like August. I'm ready to go. I like all that, but I'll try to think of like a specific movie past those two. All these guys answer.
If I had to pick
Nightmare on
one,
Elm
I
Street.
feel like I would go with Scream, just because like that was like the first one growing up that really like grabbed me, and I was like, yo, this is so different. But
Yeah.
like, that's just like one I could watch over and over again. I feel like.
Yeah.
All right, fair enough. Fair enough.
I have been liking the new the remakes of It. I've been loving those too.
Oh,
Fair
yeah.
point. Very
especially
fair point.
especially
I
the
forgot
first
about
remake
those.
in. That was pretty fucking cool.
Yeah.
See, I'm an 80s kid. I was born in the early 80s, like real early 80s. So I like all the fucking 80s like B-rated extreme
Yes.
films. And like if you've never seen it, one of my favorites was it. Believe it or not, he started out with horror before he ever became big and famous. Peter Jackson, guy that did Lord of the Rings and Kong
Yeah.
and all that shit. He did a couple series of horror movies, one in particular called Dead Alive, or in some countries it's called Brain Dead. It is
Okay.
the most grotesque fucking zombie film that you could possibly ever watch. It is horrific,
It's the
but it's
wildest
one of my favorites.
That sounds awesome, and I'll definitely check that out.
You
Dead,
have
that's
Dead
my watch
Alive.
list.
Dead Alive.
you have zombie sex that creates a baby zombie, and they spend half the movie chasing this baby zombie around.
What was the most recent one everybody's joking about with the fucking big zombie schlong in it?
Oh, 28 years.
Yeah,
28
28
years.
years. I haven't seen that one yet.
It was really good.
There is a
Really
zombie
good.
baby. No spoiler alert. There is a zombie baby in that too, kind of.
Oh,
Now I feel like
Kind of.
now I feel like I need to watch this because I have not watched that yet.
I thought it was good. I thought it was good, but I like
I loved
20.
it.
I like
I
the
thought it was
original
good.
ones earlier, but that was good.
The original ones were good. Like I dug the original ones. I think I seen the first one in theaters, and I think I watched the second one whenever it came out to like DVD. I don't even know if they still make DVDs. I don't even know if they make DVDs.
Yeah,
anymore.
dude, I'm kind of going back to that shit with the ads coming on the streaming services. I'm kind of being a petty little bitch about this, and I'm buying DVDs.
Dude, yeah.
I'm gonna go hibernate, and I'm dragging my DVDs back into like a cabin somewhere.
I mean, I still own DVDs, but I'm like, I talk to some of these like other fucking people that like we've got a lot of young people that work for us, in our day job, and they're all kind of like, DVD? You still own DVDs? I'm like, God damn, am I that old?
Dude, I got rid of all mine and now I'm buying them again because all those streaming services like throw like the license back and forth. So all of a sudden something that I'm able to watch like every holiday, I don't have that.
Right.
Like,
You gotta have the favorites.
I just
you gotta
bought
have
it.
the favorites.
Now I just own the Scream series. I own Friday the 13th. I own Halloween, and I just have those. So I'm not looking for who has
Pop
that.
it
I just
in.
You can
put
watch
that
it
on.
whenever you want.
No
That's
bullshit.
right. That's
you
right.
actually,
But I
like,
do have to get
the
off the
entire
couch.
series of Dexter just right next to me. So yeah.
That's one thing that's definitely like shifting in technology today. Is like before you gave your income to like an artist, you like have this thing and you can just like enjoy it whenever you want. Now like it's all being centralized with like Spotify,
like
music, and same thing with like TV
Disney
and movies. Yep. Yeah.
I'm just sick of having to have like 50,000 goddamn streaming services to watch something. Like me, big, huge NFL. I'm a huge NFL fan, addicted to NFL.
Yep.
You gotta have like
it's crazy.
50,000 streaming services to be able to watch the fucking games.
Dude, I legit have cable again only during the NFL season, then cancel it every single year. I do it because all my stuff, YouTube TV or whatever, they would keep losing licenses, and I like to watch the Monday and Thursday night games too during the season. So I like to have cable again for the season, so I don't miss NFL.
I did break down because I figured out if you have NFL Game Day Sunday ticket on YouTube TV,
okay,
have the Disney Plus college package that comes with Disney College, then you actually get all the NFL games for like $70 a month.
Dang.
So I canceled everything other than those two, so we get like all fucking games. It was the only way I could figure out a way to get like all of them.
All right, so you have the official strategy then. That's like the streamer's guide to like actually catching every NFL game.
Oh yeah, because like
that's for real, dude. I've needed that.
It's important research.
Set up like a fucking sports bar. If I turn this computer, we've got 4 TVs that you can watch from just the fucking couch that are everywhere. All in the kitchen,
dude.
Bar, everywhere. And then YouTube TV, you can do like the split screen, have 4 games at once.
Oh my god!
Living in a bachelor's paradise.
Yes,
I do got to get down there, man. This
sick.
is no joke. What's going down in there?
Yeah, man, you fucking dude, y'all
No joke.
more
He's got
love.
Bill Murray on his lawnmower in the background. I like this spot.
Yeah.
Oh, that's Bill Murray behind me. But
Yep.
you come down. I got fucking couches that turn into queen size beds. Come on, crash, play shows,
Hell yeah.
watch NFL. We got it.
That sounds good.
All right. So, at what point in y'all's life, each one of you, did you decide that you want to be a musician? Was there like a certain band, a family member? Like, what was that pivotal point? You're like, this is what I want to do.
Do you guys? Who wants to start?
I'll start off. Yeah. I think it was around like just before starting elementary school. Is my dad. He has always played guitar like his whole life, and he was in like classic '80s like metal bands. And he went back in the day would get to go see Metallica for $20 or whatever, and was a huge musician and show goer. So he basically just kind of like nudged me. He was like, "Hey, you want to do something music?" And I was like, "Sure." And he just like I think it was like he just laid a few things on the table, like as far as like, oh, what about guitar, drums, this, that, the other thing, and I was like, I just kind of picked drums for some reason. I was like, I'll try drums, and then kind of just stuck with it and committed to it there. I don't know if it was just because I was young and just picked it up, or if it was meant to be that I would be just drums. But yeah, I just started doing school and all that stuff, like the band, and eventually ran into Dave here in like high school and stuff, and started just going from there.
Okay. So you guys have been playing together for quite some time.
Long time.
Not always.
There was a break, yeah.
Yeah.
Because I was out of the area for a while. I left New England for a bit, military stuff and whatnot.
But yeah, like young dude, like some of our first like hardcore metal bands us two were playing together. But
yep, blast.
Mine was kind of similar. Only it wasn't like at home. My parents brought me to this thing that was in the summer on like. It was like 3rd grade or something. It was like 3rd or 4th grade or something. In the summer, in a school, in each classroom, they had like an instrument set up. It was made for people who were thinking about going into like the school band. And they had like an instrument in each room, like saxophone, trumpet, percussion. Like every single room had something different to try when you were like a little kid. And I tried like a couple of them, and then I tried the drums, and drums is what I what I ended up picking. Well, now I'm not, but I've been a drummer like my whole life, and then I am the vocalist, I guess. But
you're never not a drummer, Dave. You're still in that club.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. My chops are shit, man. I got
chops
work to
come
do
back,
before...
dog. Don't worry about it. The chops, you just got to grind them out for a little bit. They'll come back.
Oh, shit, it's all in here, huh?
Yeah, but you still got the groove. That's what
It's like
matters.
riding a bike.
The groove.
Yeah, all right. I like that. That's how I got into it, though. I got in through the school band, and then I got into like a drum kit in like the 7th or 8th grade, and that stuff kind of kicked off there. So,
all right, fair enough. What about you, Zach?
Kind of a similar path, honestly. School band. Cello was my first instrument. I don't know why I picked the largest instrument, but I just love the way it sounds.
Cello is sick, dude. It's so beautiful.
Sounds sick.
Yeah.
Nice.
Beautiful.
I played that up until probably like 8th or 9th grade. And then a buddy of mine who was a little bit older, he was like 17, 18. He was in a band with 2 kids that just graduated. They were 19. I'm like 14 at the time. And they're like, hey, man, we just need someone to play bass. And I just never really stopped playing an instrument. Like
Tale as old as time.
So like I joined that band, played with them for a long time, and then just got into songwriting, engineering, stuff like that. And me and Dave actually met through engineering world, and then just ended up doing music together. So
yeah,
here we are.
How is it a lot of bassists just like they're just like, hey, fucking some friends like, hey, you're gonna play the bass in our band, and they just end up
They just accept. It's just it's just a duty. You're like, yep, all right.
I've literally
just, classic pop punk, easy root note bass. Like it was nothing crazy, but
I think we've heard that on this show like 50,000 times of like, yeah, I just like hung out with all my friends that were in a band, and then one day they're like, oh, you're gonna play bass, and I just start playing bass. And I play bass.
It's like a zombie infection because I've done it to at least 2 or 3 other people where I'm like, hey, I'm in a band, we need a bass player, and now they play instruments.
Pass the torch forward. Yeah.
So I just pass it on. That's all it is.
It's close enough to a cello. It's the same thing. Yeah, it's
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, exactly. That was my thought process.
Is there like not a whole lot of bass players or something? Because like I've always played bass. I've been playing bass ever since I was a little kid. And of course it was watching MTV, and I was watching Beavis and Butthead, which I probably shouldn't have been watching it, but I did.
Dude,
I watched
a lot of cartoons that we saw when we were young, man.
Yeah, that we
shouldn't have
probably.
seen.
Ren
All
and
right.
Stimpy.
I'm sorry to break
my
to
God.
break this, but I have to ask everyone this: is anyone here haunted by the Courage the Cowardly episode? Courage the Cowardly
We've
Dog
talked about this
episode.
forever.
I know where he's going.
Yep.
The
you know what?
return the
Return the slab.
return the slab, dude. I'm
Yes.
terrified to this day. Like,
Yes, that was scary. as
that was
fuck.
real shit.
Animated all different and shit, and you're like, what
Me
the
and-
fuck?
me
Why
and
is
my
that so
girl-
creepy?
Me and my girlfriend were talking about this the other day, and she asked me about that. It was
That
like
episode
do you-
specifically, or Courage?
just Courage, which
God.
I mean, there's a little bit of an age gap between me and her, and I was just like, no, I was too old by the time they came out. I never really
shit.
watched it.
It's worth
So-
watching now, dude. I still watch it, but man,
Yeah,
that was
it's a
so
classic.
fucked, dude.
It's like, no, I was a Beavis and Butthead kid and shit like that, and I did watch like Aqua Teen Hunger Force when it came out, and Swim
Right
and
on.
shit like that. But I was in my I think I was like 18 and 19 when that fucking came out. And now I'm in my, low 40s, and I was just like, no, I have no idea what this shit out. Like when Pokemon came out, I'm like, what the fuck is a Pokemon?
Oh man, damn, dude. I've got the original 3 Ghost Pokemon tattooed on my leg.
Wow.
I had no clue. All my like little cousins and shit that were like way younger than me were like, Pokemon. I'm like, what the fuck is a Pokemon?
It goes in
They
waves.
nailed it
I've
with
noticed
Pokemon.
over time.
All right,
It'll
Nick,
dodge a generation here or there.
you're up.
My turn. Okay, I want y'all to tell me about the craziest thing you have seen at one of your
Craziest thing that we've seen at one of our shows.
Oh man.
Can
I go first? I
Do
definitely
music
have
video
one
shoots
ready to
count?
Yeah. Yeah, music video
Remember
shoot.
the-
There's more interesting shit that happens, I think,
You
sometimes.
guys remember the Halloween show?
Oh!
Yeah.
Oh! Oh, no.
Yeah.
We played like an outdoor event, and it was like this big Halloween show. It was really fun, and
It was
ended
like
up
a house
downpouring
show.
after our set. Yeah, it was a huge house show. Like they had like a haunted house, everything going. It was really cool.
awesome.
And There was this one person there.
Girlfriend right there with the Courage Cowardly Dog.
There it is.
Oh, dude, I absolutely was. Hell yeah, I got the whole season. I got every season, dude.
Yep.
Oh, dang.
And there was one guitar player that was also there, and he was playing like a bunch of sets that night. And I remember he's looking at my pedals, and we're going back and forth, and then he just goes, "Can you tune my guitar for me?" And I kind of chuckled, like, "Yeah, that's funny." Like we're looking at my pedals, and he's like, "No, really, can you tune my guitar for me? My guitar tech can't do it, and I don't want to do it."
What?
That's just the tip of that iceberg.
Yeah,
that guy
that got
was
crazier and crazier, but yeah.
That individual became quite interesting throughout the night,
Wow.
Yeah.
So where is he? Where are they now? Like, have you kept up with them?
I
No
wonder.
idea.
I pray for.
Dude, I was gonna say I'm not religious, but I pray for that man,
Yeah,
dude.
like-
I don't know. I don't know.
He's out there by himself right now, guys. Like,
I'm like
scared.
half convinced he's like a spirit, dude, and he wasn't even a real person. Like he was a spirit of that
Really
show.
there. He was the
Remember,
figment
it was
of your
Halloween.
imagination.
Oh
Hold on. So another member from another band, asked you to tune his guitar for him.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Because he didn't
for a
want
bunch
to.
of other artists. Yeah, he was the
I'm-
guitarist for a bunch
I'm
of
not
other
convinced that
artists.
he knew how to.
And,
This was a really interesting show where like we actually, because I don't know, like they're awesome people who like booked this show, and there were a ton of awesome artists, but it was like a emo trap rap show, and we were the only actual band that played it as a band. So we were kind of like the oddball out at this show, but I think it's because we had like some elements of that in our music, and it's actually fucking cool. It actually is really cool about the state of the scene right now, where a lot of these rappers are starting to bring in drum set players and guitarists and stuff playing with their set, with their rap. And then we're a band that's bringing in a bunch of samples and backing tracks and things like from rap and trap. So it's kind of cool, but he was just a guitarist that just probably wasn't like playing that. I don't know if he didn't play long, or he was also,
I don't know. He left his pedals
severely
in the rain
inebriated,
and broke my
so-
heart,
he was under the influence of
He's
a lot
having
of things.
trouble.
And remember, he rolled up and like he was like in a bathrobe with like his underwear and just a bathrobe, and he wants into
This
the
all feels
backyard.
like a
He's
fever
like,
dream.
and he's like, "What's up, you sexy motherfuckers? Like, I'll fuck every one of you." And we're just like, "This guy's fucking here."
And then you
Wow.
go smash that
He's
guitar.
ready
It
to
took him like
party.
10 minutes to do it.
Oh my god, he tried to do a guitar smash, and he was like,
Yeah,
he's kinda
yeah,
like
yeah.
Just watching
He's
in
like
silence,
I'm gonna say this nicely, but he's kind of a thinner guy, and so he's
It was
sitting there,
a
he's
through
like,
neck guitar, so it was like,
It was a
He's a pretty
solid body
goofy
through
boy.
it. Yeah.
yeah. You picked
So
the
this
wrong-
man played in his underwear.
Yeah,
I
I think
honestly
so, with the robe.
Bathrobe.
I think
He
the
had a
robe theme
bathrobe on, but it was
continuous.
At one point, I think
yeah.
he put a dress on. I don't know. There was so much going on.
Yeah, there's a lot going on with him.
Are we
that night.
talking like boxers or like whitey tighties?
I want to say
I think-
boxers. I
I
couldn't
want to
tell
say
you, though.
boxers, yeah.
I'm pretty sure it was
At
boxers.
least it was boxers.
That's
Yeah.
funny.
This big guy up there in whitey tighties. That's where I draw.
I was picturing whitey tighties. Like,
That's what
funny
Yeah.
as fuck.
It
I
would
got
also.
the line there.
I remember
Drugs
one
are
of my first Warped
Okay.
tours. I saw this guy playing hacky sack in Superman whitey tighties, and I had nothing but respect for that man since
That's
this day.
pretty
I'm like, dude, that guy should be president. Like, who?
That's par for the course,
is
dude.
real?
Like, that's peak festival behavior.
Dude, just Superman whitey tighties, like blue red with like the S, like
I
right
feel like
there.
I had
dude,
a set of
playing
those
hacky
when I was
sack.
like 3.
Maybe it was you, dude. Maybe it was you, and that's how we met.
Don't tell.
Oh,
Any other crazy stories that we can get other than guitar tuner, dude?
Good luck topping that.
I was gonna say that I honestly like kind of forgot about that one because I was rattling
I
through a
tried
few other
to.
thing, and the second you said that, I was like, "Yep, ding ding, that's
Yeah,
probably it so
I guess
far."
it depends on like the stage of Broadwing, because this crew right here, I would say like definitely is like who we are. Like I feel like we found our sound like as our group right here, but Broadwing has been around like for a little bit, kind of like before that time, figuring shit out. And there was a house show that we played where we threw a couch into the road. Like during it, it was a music video shoot of a show being played, and a entire couch was thrown into the street. Yeah. So that was
Was
pretty
this like
crazy.
an urban setting? Was this like a country setting? Like, where was Where was the
like
context?
suburban
New Hampshire house show. So I don't think that there's a lot in New Hampshire that's like straight up urban. It was like suburban.
Yeah.
But it's definitely a road that didn't.
It was a busy
road. It
road.
had enough cars in there.
It's like it is.
Couch is not preferable there. You know.
No.
It's less than ideal.
Yeah, it got thrown off like a hill, like right into it. Probably fell like 15 feet. It's kind of.
Oh my gosh.
I've played a lot of house shows, but I've never seen a couch thrown out of the house.
Yeah, that's how we do it up here, man.
Thrown out of the house, but I've never seen a couch thrown out.
I think it was a porch couch. Do you guys have porch couches down there?
Yes.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, dude. So it was a porch couch. It had a lot of love before that time, and this is just its time to go. You know?
Going out
This is it, dude. Yeah.
111A.
Yeah,
Fair
exactly. Yeah.
Fair enough. So if you guys had the chance to put together a whole tour, and you could choose 3 bands to take on tour with you, who would you choose to go?
Wow. Dude, that's tough. Like, would it be like just straight up like out of want and for like fun and stuff like that, or like what would be like the best like setup for like we think like people would like all those bands as like a run together? Or...
No, just whoever you would like to take with you.
Be selfish. What you want.
Oh damn. Oh man.
Yeah, because I have local peeps that I'd be like, yeah, this is who I want. But then you also like have the stars you want to reach for too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's reach for the stars. Let's reach for
dude,
the
all right, so
stars.
All right, so I think like this is not reaching. Well, yeah, this is reaching for the stars, dude. We have unreal love for Tom Denny from A Day to Remember. He's now in a band called Sounds Like Color. That would just be fucking like, dude. Those guys are awesome people, and the music that they're writing now is awesome. I would love to tour with them because I just think it would be like fun as fuck, dude. Like we get along with him so good, and that would be cool. Sounds Like Color. That's Tom's new band, and they're sick.
Okay,
that's one. But reaching for the stars, I don't know, man. There's some like OG bands that were like my band when I watched in high school, which would be like A Day to Remember or Devil Wears Prada or like Under Oath or this would make zero sense at all, but like Slipknot was like what brought me into like rock, and that would be fucking they would hate us so much, but like some of those bands would be like that would be pretty fucking cool, man. You know, that would be something for me.
Well, I mean, just playing with Slipknot in general would be.
Oh man, dude!
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that there's like hip hop, rap, and like country acts that would be like, "Fuck it, we play with Slipknot. Fuck it."
Oh man, dude, they're so rad. What do you guys think? I don't know. It's some from you.
I have. You go ahead, Zach.
If I was gonna be relevant, I would say like Belmont, Bill Murray.
Yeah.
Oh my god. A good one.
I feel like that's like a solid bill. We'd all fit in. Like, I like that. I like that. Not really reaching for the stars, but that's kind of a little bit.
We've heard Bill Murray a lot here recently.
Dude, he's so good. I love that.
Flawless.
I love their
they're
group.
flawless.
They're so good live. They're fucking. I haven't seen them, but I've seen videos of them playing live.
I got a little upset. Me and Meg had the chance to see him. But unfortunately, he was playing at the exact same time that Sleep Theory was.
Yeah.
Oh shit!
And I was like, but it's Sleep Theory, so
you had to make a decision there. That's
choice.
Decision. Yeah.
Dude, it was me and her were so bad when we went to Welcome to Rockville, and it was like we're looking at the thing, we're looking at all the bands, like fuck. It was so hard. That's
the only stagger it or something.
Every time Bill Murray has played in Boston, I am traveling somewhere. Like every fucking time, dude. Like 2 or 3 years in a row, he would play here, and I would be in like another state or country on vacation or like on a work trip or like doing something. I would never be where he was at the time that he was there. So I can't. Not allowed.
You just need to like book something and then cancel at the last minute. Because like when you book it, then he'll come.
It will summon him.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's right.
On his lawnmower, shirtless, probably.
Hell yeah.
Probably so. I think the reason why we skipped is for some reason they were only giving him like a 20-minute set.
Oh yeah, that was weird.
Yeah,
Oh
it was weird. He was the only one that was only got
It was like the shortest set of the
it was
entire
like-
weekend.
Holy
yeah, it was
shit.
a teeny tiny set, and we're like, well, everybody else is getting like 30 to 45 minutes.
Yeah.
Why is he only getting like 20 minutes? And so we're like, well,
Was it like before he popped off, like with the last?
No, it was just this
No,
year.
it was this past year.
Last,
He's
past,
absolutely crushing it, man. I don't know.
Yeah,
That's wild.
Up.
yeah, it was just this past Welcome to Rockville, and I think there was like 3 bands playing at the time. I know it was Sleep Theory, him, and I think the other band that was playing was the Return of Black Dahlia Murder.
Oh no shit, dude!
Oh.
I used to listen to them a ton, dude.
Yeah, which we didn't go
Oh,
to because
God.
me and her both like it was hot as fuck. I mean, super hot because it's at the Daytona 500.
Oh
man!
God.
All
Oh
the
man!
stages were on the fucking concrete.
Yeah.
I've heard about this
Baby
show.
right
I
in
know
the
what you're
sun,
talking
dude.
about. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
And
gonna be
so
rough.
me and
actually.
her like looking at each other. We're like, dude, fuck that heat on that
Fucking
concrete
A, dude.
right now. It's like
And you
one-
guys are in the
In the
South and
grass.
you're saying that. You guys are in the South in Texas and you're saying that's hot. Dude, I can't do heat
hot,
at
dude.
all. I can do t-shirt when I'm snow blowing and I don't own a jacket. But if I go and it's hot, I start freaking the fuck out, dude. I can't do that at all.
No,
There's
I
something wrong
haven't.
with
I
my
haven't
blood.
stood in the heat like that since high school in marching band. So I'm like,
yeah, well, I mean, this was down
Yeah.
this was down in Daytona, Florida, at the Daytona 500.
Oh yeah.
So it's like they had
hot
5
down there.
stages, which 2 stages were on grass, which was nice, but they had VIP areas.
Yeah.
And there was 2 smaller stages that were slap on the fucking concrete.
Oh my God.
yes.
So it's like the very first day, I think we tried to watch the very first band up was the Pretty Wild.
Yeah.
And it was
yeah.
like 11 o'clock in the morning, and me and her just dying. I'm like looking at my fucking shoes because I'm like, man, these bitches going to be melting because it's
Oh
so
yeah. Hot as
Yeah, and I
balls,
looked
I
at
bet.
each other. We're like, well, Bill Murray was on one of the concrete stages.
Yeah.
And we're like, it's either them or go to Black Dahlia, which Black Dahlia was on nothing but dirt and gravel.
Okay.
It's a
I
little
was
cooler.
like, or we could be a Sleep Theory and be in the VIP area with shade and air conditioning and beer.
Survival, man.
Oh,
Sometimes
Sounds
it's like
pretty
that
good.
at festivals.
we're
was
gonna
me
stay
at-
with
sound
Sleep
of that.
Theory.
That was me at when we were young. I went to when we were young last year in Vegas, and I was there from 11 to like midnight or 1. Like I stayed the entire time, and dude, I was fucking getting my ass kicked, man. I was like crawling around looking for like electrolytes and like I was kind of when I went in, it was like neck deep, and I just ran
Do you
into the
have
pit,
any Gatorade?
and I was in pits all day, and I just felt
Going hard.
awful, dude. Yeah, I was just in the
Yeah,
pits,
yeah.
but I lost so much sweat before it even turned nighttime that my body was just like dying. But
Yikes.
and I was in Vegas, so like I was probably already like almost completely dead before I even hit the concert. So
Oh,
I
yeah.
don't know, but I feel you, bro. I know how festivals can be.
Yeah, it was bad. It was fucking rough. And of course, we're going to do it again this next year. So
yeah,
Oh,
dude,
yeah.
you gotta do it.
You
That's
just gotta
right.
embrace the suck. You go.
Yeah.
That's what me and my friend group say now. You know, they're just like, they're like, yeah, we're going to the show, and we're like, what day is this? Tuesday night. And like normal people are like, you can't like go to a show on a Tuesday night. And you're like, no, you do it and just suffer the next day.
Sleep before the week.
That's right. That's right.
You
I
just
don't know.
eat a bag of dicks, and you just get up and go to work, and you're like, yeah, show was fun.
I do it. I
Pretty
do
bad
it
right
10
now.
out of 10 times, man.
I don't know. Me and him kind of hope for shows on Tuesdays because we're off on Tuesdays and Wednesdays. So we're like,
There you go.
come on, midweek show, and it never
Oh
fucking
man.
Bingo.
it's always on the fucking week. And me and
So
him
you
are
go
just-
in there and all those guys are probably like trying to take it easy because they got to be up at 5 and you're beating on their ass, dude. Beating them up.
Yeah, I don't have work tomorrow. Like, he's
I got nothing to lose, dude.
nothing to lose.
It never happens that way because they just want to do shows on the weekends, and me and him have to work every weekend. We're both
Oh,
looking
yeah.
at each other like, I don't know. I don't know, man. It's awfully late for us. We're in bed by like 10 o'clock because we're fucking old.
Yeah.
All right, CB, you're up.
All right. So are you guys Marvel fans or DC fans?
Whoa. You're not talking movies, right? You're talking straight up characters and plots and stories, because I feel like movies is completely like it's kind of tough, you know.
Yeah, it could be whatever you guys want to, Marvel or DC.
Okay. I personally do not like the Marvel movies right now. I feel like they're not it for me, but like I don't not like Marvel characters. I'm just not digging some of the movies right now. But I would say that I really, dude, always crave for superhero movies to be violent and dark, because I feel like in real life, dude, if some person has superpowers, that's going to be super conflicting within themselves. And I also think that when there's actual like things blowing up and people flying and super whatever happening, it would actually be violent and like kind of dark if that shit was happening around. Like, say you're in Gotham City, it's
more
like
realistic.
Dude, people are like doing full like crazy, everything's blowing up and shit like that. That this is not like cool and funny and stuff. So like I love Marvel and I love a ton of Marvel characters, but I do genuinely love how dark and pissy DC is. So I feel like I'm a DC guy for that reason, where I like how they'll actually go there for like, that was like evil as shit. And I was like, yeah, that guy, his character is fucking evil as shit. Like that would be super bad. No one would.
You want to know my favorite like DC vibe period that I was turned on to like, I don't know, maybe 5-10 years ago is the Watchmen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Watchmen.
Yeah.
I was like, okay.
Dude.
I was like, sold. This is sick.
Yeah, that one's cool.
Yeah.
Well, I think that's why everybody likes Batman so much, because it's more like dark and gritty, and it's almost, to an extent, it's almost like more real world.
Yeah.
Than most of it, where it's like very fantasy based. Which, I mean, yeah, Batman does go kind of crazy on some of their characters, but for the most part, most of their characters, a lot of their characters could potentially happen. It's not like they all have these like crazy ass fucking superpowers.
They're not like demigods, basically.
Yeah, I mean, there was a few of them. There was a little small handful of Batman that did, but there wasn't that fucking many.
I like actually the and some people would probably argue with me on this, but like one of the most recent Batmans, with the way that they did Riddler as like basically like a terrorist, I thought that was really fucking awesome movie, dude. That was like almost like a drama or like suspense movie, with how like it gave me like Saw vibes from how much they made Riddler's traps go, and I was super stoked about that.
Well, I mean, that's even with Christian Bale's Batman. Like the way that they did Bane, the way they did all the characters in there, it was more like real life based, that you could actually like relate to it, other than like, oh, this fucking dude can't be killed. You could shoot him in the head and nothing's gonna fucking happen to him, you know, whatever. So it's a little bit more real world based. But I'm with you. I feel like I like a lot of the Marvel movies, but I like the DC movies better. But it's vice versa on the series, because I feel like the Marvel TV series are better than DC's TV series.
I think that's right. Yeah. I think you're true on that.
Dove down the rabbit hole those, but both of you guys have been recommending a lot of like the Marvel shows and been saying nothing but high praise of them.
Yeah,
I gotta dive down those sometime soon.
Like one of the really good Marvel ones is Moon Knight. Moon Knight was pretty fun.
Yeah, Moon Knight was really good.
I also enjoyed Daredevil.
Yeah, thank you.
Daredevil.
I was gonna say, if I had to pick, I would go grounded with Daredevil and Marvel.
Yeah, Daredevil was good. That Punisher series was actually really good too. It was dark as fuck.
Yeah,
like, it was bloody as hell, especially that goddamn prison scene. I was like, oh shit, it's so fucked up.
I love that shit, man.
You're
me.
Yep, you.
My turn. If y'all had to cover a song outside of the pop punk genre, what would it be?
Ooh.
We did do a cover. Outside the pop punk cover. We covered "Bad Energy" by Juice WRLD, and we made it kind of like a post-hardcore song. I love Juice WRLD, so we covered a song of his, and that was cool.
Hell yeah!
But I don't know, what would you guys cover outside of pop punk?
I immediately just go leaning to like the heavy things. Just gotta scratch the heavy itch. Like, I don't know, like Piece by Piece by Knocked Loose.
Oh yeah.
Damn, dude.
You can probably do that all the time.
Wait. Like you would cover it.
You won't stop talking about it.
You have to cover it in your style. That's the
Oh,
thing.
that's right. That's right. Okay.
Yeah,
that would
that'd
sound
be
so
tricky.
bad.
Hold on. That wouldn't work.
I would love to see it.
I would like to see you try.
No.
I would do it.
That totally changes the discussion. I forgot about that.
I did think it would be funny if you made pop punk covers of deathcore songs. So like you made like especially the lyrics when like you get a song where it's like about the world destruction or something like that. Like or like I'm a Mad A Strain fan, like any of those lyrics.
Oh,
If
yeah.
you made that like cheery, but you are saying exactly what their lyrics are like,
lyrics.
that would be funny as hell, dude.
Yes.
That'd be like watching a goddamn episode of Happy Tree Friends.
Exactly.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Well, maybe it could work.
Yeah, that would be
I
cool.
stand by my statement.
For anybody out there that doesn't know, go check that out. Just be careful.
What, Happy Tree Friends?
It's gory.
Oh
yeah.
Oh my god.
Well, there ain't nothing worse than fucking Mr. Pickles. Mr. Pickles is by far.
Yeah. That and like Super Jail, those are up there.
Yeah. Super Jail. Oh my god.
Yeah, that was the absolute worst cartoon I'm pretty sure that I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah.
You always just waited for the violent part to happen. You'd be like, and just watch it escalate. And you're like, oh my god.
So if you guys could
Yeah, and
play,
it keeps getting worse as it goes.
Dude, you think it's gonna end, and you're like, how is this still going right now? It's still
So-
going.
if you guys could play any festival anywhere in the world and headline that shit, where would you want to play?
Whoa.
Warped Tour! Let's go.
Yeah. I know that's
Yeah.
an easy answer. It's
Cliche
too-
answer, but that's the
It's
answer.
too classic and too much a part of like why we're playing what we play and what we listen to and everything. That would just be like a dream, I think. Yeah.
See, Warped Tour isn't like, we actually have tickets to Warped Tour in Orlando in November.
I do too.
Really?
We should meet up. We should meet up. I'll be down there with my
Hell
wife.
yeah.
So
yeah.
the only thing that I was upset with is there's not a whole lot of actual pop punk on there.
Yeah.
There's like
It's a big
very
thing now.
little compared
well,
to what Vans Warped Tour actually was when it first came out.
yeah, we're kind of disappointed in it, man. Like obviously like when we saw it was coming back, it's like you're like, oh my god, this would have been waiting for. And when they had like no announced bands or something like that, I was so used to going to it for so many years that I assumed that they wouldn't let us down. I was like, if they're coming back, they're not going to dick around. Like this is going to be
It's gonna be
the
sick,
fucking dream lineup. This is going to be sick. And so I booked my tickets without seeing like really any of the bands on there. And then I feel like it's just way too like, I don't know. Like, so I feel like it's way too leaned towards like too pop of the pop punk. Like there's a lot of like the music scene right now is just like changing a lot in metal and pop punk right now.
Yeah.
There's a lot of change in this genre and there's a lot of good stuff happening. So I don't want to knock it, but I just felt like it was way too that direction and not like looking at, I don't know. I feel like they focused way too hard with trying to bring in younger faces, which I know is like a priority and like that's good. I love this new wave of alt right now, but I feel like they kind of botched this lineup too. Yeah.
Yeah, I was hoping I think the only one I got super excited about was like Story of the Year on there. And I was just like,
Yeah.
okay, yeah, that's they're a fucking Vans Warped Tour like veterans. But I was expecting to see like, Blink 182 and Good Charlotte and shit like that. And I'm just like, looking, I'm like, where's all the fucking pop punk bands? I'm a little fucking confused here. It was what the fuck is going on? Because that's the whole reason I wanted to fucking go, because I was hoping there was going to be like a huge emergence of pop punk. And I was just like, okay, it's always been a lot of pop punk, maybe a little bit of metal here and there, metalcore bands.
Yep.
Okay, cool. Where the fuck's the pop punk? And half the people, I don't even know who the fuck they are.
There's Magnolia Park and 408 are really sweet new pop punk bands that I'm excited to see. I'm very excited to see Nothing Nowhere, which I've not seen. Even though he's from up here, I've not seen him live yet, and I'm very fucking excited to see him. I love his shit a lot. And then Everyone keeps talking about TX2, so I want to see them live. They're supposed to put on like a really good show. I think they're playing that. I don't know. There's definitely a ton of bands that I'm excited to see, but it was just like I'm making a commitment to fly across the country for this. I want this to be like no joke, so I'm kind of bumming too. But I got my ticket. Maybe I'll see you guys down there. I don't know.
Right. All right, so Meg, you're up.
My turn.
Yeah.
What's one thing each of you learned the hard way in your music career?
Well, there's a lot. I was trying to pick one. I don't learn the easy way. I just learn the hard way.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. That is how you learn the most.
I don't know. That's a tough one.
No, we're diving deep.
Yeah.
Are you talking about from like our music careers in general, like any time that we learned something like that, or specifically inside Broadwing?
Specifically for like in music.
Okay.
Like, as a performer, as a musician.
I would say like one thing the hard way, I guess, would be like when you are putting like your all into your band, like you're doing it for fun because we all do this because we love this, but like you're doing it seriously. If you're like someone who's like you've always been trying to make it work out, having like the like people in your band that you have like chemistry with and people that you're like making such an investment, like all this money for getting around and making merch and getting a vehicle and getting to all these places with gas and whatever and like all these things. Sometimes I would push forward anyway and like maybe wasn't in with like the right set of people, and that's always like every time I probably had 2 bands break up. We were like on tour, and then like at the end of tour we'd break up because it just wasn't the right amount of people, and you put it in like a pressure pot like that, and that's when it fucking you feel it like 100. So I guess I've learned like I guess that was learning it the hard way, is just like those bands I put in time, money, like getting that to try to click off, but it's like there were signs ahead of time of people that like we just didn't work together. We probably shouldn't have pushed that, you know.
Right. Okay.
That's a
really good answer.
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah, I was like
Gage was there, you know. Our band fell apart. Wasn't because of him, but yeah.
I kind of started
the same thing. Yeah.
I started it. Wow.
Well, I was like the first one. Like,
how dare you join the Marines, dude?
Yeah. I was just like, hey, I gotta go. Like...
So going into that, I'm gonna throw in a little bonus question that plays into that. So in that, what advice would you give to like a brand new baby band just starting? Like one major piece of advice that you could give to that band.
Man,
I think from me anyway, it would be like really good point about what Dave said with like the people. Like make sure you're with good people, obviously, because if you're not like making music with your friends and people you enjoy being around, like it's just not going to happen as well or be as easy. You know what I mean? So make sure you have good people. That's basically a family. Like it literally is a little side family. And then, like, dream big, but also be realistic in like where you're at and where you're trying to go, and just let the passion guide you, man. Like, never stop having fun with it, and make sure you like dream big and be realistic. Because everybody's like, oh, you know, it's impossible. I'm not gonna do anything. Like, just don't say that to yourself. You know, like keep the idea and open mind of like anything is possible if with enough persistence and you know a little bit of luck and a lot of hard work and stuff and. Keep doing your thing, but make sure you just have fun with it and enjoy the process.
Good enough. How about either one of you got anything to add?
That was really good.
For the record, I hate Gage and I hate Zach. Like we fucking hate each other. You know,
it's not
even like that.
We work.
Yeah, a lot of hate here.
Yeah.
A lot of hate.
Visceral. Like, really visceral.
Piggyback
Fights
on that, like
every rehearsal.
feedback on it, like find people that like, you know, not only you can work with, but like that push you to work better. Like, I mean, I feel like the three of us just like are constantly pushing each other for better and for worse, you know. There's definitely times where we definitely hit all of our limits, but at the end of the day, like we make great stuff together and we push each other to keep going. So
I was always told, you know, when I first started playing, and it was older guys who played in the area, I was always told to try to play with people that are better than you.
Oh yeah, it's that same saying as like, hey, you want to be the worst player on the team. Like that's a good thing. Like, you know what I mean? Because if you're the best person on the team, then you're like, nowhere to go from here. But yeah, if you surround yourself with people that are just insane at that thing you're trying to do, you're naturally going to like just kind of rise up from where you're at to closer to where they're at.
I'll give a because we gave like you guys gave such good points for like I guess for like the like person to person. So I'll give a production one that's helped us a lot like recently actually, which is like demo the shit out of your songs before you go to studio.
Yes.
Like we demo for like months ahead of time, so by the time we get into studio, we are like extremely clear about what songs didn't make it, what songs like we should work on more, what songs we've already added stuff on. And I feel like if you're like a young band and you might not know your sound yet, just like recording the songs that you have like constantly, you start forming this bank of stuff where like you're trying things, you're able to look back at it. It's something that's like consistent that you're able to do without like spending the money to be in studio or spending the money on the videos or spending the money on all this stuff that costs money yet. Record stuff at home, but like take the time to record it when you have songs and just like try to flesh them out before you start like chasing some of these things that like cost money. Like drill the shit out of like the things that you want to try to create. I think that's helped us a ton, like demoing heavy before we hit studios.
Like the demos end up like being pretty fleshed out, and like I wouldn't, you know, still a demo, like nowhere near like final quality, but like way more fleshed out than we ever imagined they would be.
Some of the guitar and like random shit does come from the demos in though. Like
sometimes
some of the samples and stuff and the keys.
I was like, oh, I missed how bad that sounds. Can we bring that back?
Yeah, honestly, we've done that. Like, that sounds too nice. We want the shittier sounding one.
Yeah.
Tom definitely hated us for that.
Nice. He was not having it. Yeah.
All right, fair enough. All right, CB, you're up.
What is your worst food experience?
Damn. So like you're out to eat or something? Like what do you mean? The worst thing ever.
Whatever is your worst.
What's the worst
experience like?
I can buy you guys some time because I already have a story that comes to mind for this.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
You already mentioned it, Dave. It was like it was a band thing, the school trip we went on. I think the last podcast we were talking about this. We went down to Florida for the whole Disney trip and marching band thing, and all the ensembles went down there, like orchestra and all that jazz and choir. And I was the load guy, so I was like, you know, taking the instrument cases, putting them back on this box truck in 98-degree heat. I was always the load guy somehow. I've gotten that billet multiple times and totally unrelated things too. So this kind of short, really talented violinist, insanely talented guy. His name's Aaron Kenny, if you guys know him. But he's kind of like this strange, kind of quietish kid, but he's cool. And he was give me his instrument case, and then he had like leftovers, like a box of, and it was like a roast beef sandwich and like some chips or something. There was like a half of the sandwich left, and like he's handing it to me as if like I'm gonna just like put it on the truck next to his instrument case. I'm like, bro, it's like 105 degrees in there, like that's not gonna be edible later, like when we're done with this show. And he was just like, oh, and I was, you know, just a freaking hungry percussionist all the time, so I'm just like, oh
my god,
I mean, you're gonna throw it away, can I eat it? And he was like, yeah, sure. And so
actually that checks out, Gage, because you brought baklava from Boston to Florida and back and ate it, and it was fucking disgusting.
Yeah,
it was really gross by then,
not as bad as a sandwich though. So like I eat the sandwich and it tasted normal at that time, but like that night I remember waking up at like midnight and like I just felt the most bloated I ever had in my life, and then I was like, there's a problem here. And then like an hour later I was in the bathroom with food poisoning, just
Oh,
Both
acid
ends.
rings coming out of both ends. Yeah, that were like I just felt miserable the next day. Couldn't eat or nothing. I was dehydrated and was like,
oh my
"Ugh." We
god.
just had to go march to the parade and it was like, "Ugh."
Oh,
Oh my god, dude.
Oh fuck!
That was
That,
pretty-
but he did it. But he still did
Oh, yeah.
it.
yeah, yeah.
Trooper,
That's
man.
rough.
The show
All right, so
play.
I would say
Go ahead.
Popeyes on tour. That's it.
Popeye.
No more needs to be said than that.
no.
That sounds like it's good. I'll take Popeye.
I've had two bad experiences in 2 different states, and I was like, I just can't go to Popeyes anymore. I think
You're just
I'm just
cursed,
not
I
built
guess.
for it.
Yeah.
I've never heard that about Popeyes.
I
They're
was gonna say
good.
I've eaten Popeyes a decent bit of times, especially like
Damn,
more down
dude.
south. And
Yeah, one was DC, and I think the other one was like in Georgia.
Huh.
Damn,
Both
man.
times.
It's just not your chain, Zach. It's just you're cursed for it.
All right, my
It's a
worst
shame, it's
food
good.
experience was not me necessarily experiencing it, but it was just like, dude, it's still burnt in my memory. I was in a punk band in college, and we actually played at
This is
another
good.
college, and we were loading out, and like the loading out area, there were a bunch of dumpsters, and there was just a box on the top of all the trash, and it just said free burgers. It was a cardboard box, just said free burgers. I'm like loading up our trailer, and I'm good, dude. I absolutely, I'm like, that's hilarious. You know, I'm just loading the rest of my band like is jumping into this dumpster, and they're getting this box of burgers, and they're like, dude, it's like 100 McDonald's burgers, and they're like still warm. And I was like, yeah, but they're in a dumpster. It doesn't matter. That's who the fuck knows what is going on with those. Why are they throwing out 100 burgers? You know what I mean? Why does it say free burgers? So
It's a
I
trap.
said no. They started eating them. I said I did not eat them. I said no. And then I went off into the night to like see some other friends that were at that school, and I landed back at like a house party that they were at. When I walk in, every person I'm walking past is sitting there holding like a red Solo cup and like one of these fucking burgers. There's like no way, dude. They went to a house party and passed out these free dumpster burgers to every person at this house party. Everyone is eating these things, dude.
That is so immoral.
Everyone's
oh my
eating these
God.
burgers, and I was like, dude, did you tell people these came out of a dumpster? And they're like, no, dude, they're great. They're still perfectly. They were warm and stuff. It doesn't matter, dude. You gotta tell people these are dumpster burgers that you passed out. And then the next day, like I looked around, and there were people like passed out on the stairs and like just fucking vomiting everywhere. And I don't know. I'm sure there was a lot of alcohol that was causing that, but that was probably the food experience. Just dumpster burgers in population. It was terrifying.
Can I be honest? Especially if I was like a few beers deep, I would have crushed a couple of dumpster burgers, dude.
I'm like house party, 2-3 beers in. Someone's like free burger. Like,
absolutely. They came from a dumpster. Don't care, dude. Fucking still warm, right? They're wrapped up.
Oh, dude.
Yeah, I wouldn't eat fucking McDonald's. It was given to me in a bag straight from the fucking people that work there. Much less damn dumpster.
I'm aware of how bad it is, and I choose to do it once in a while. And I like because of that, I'll just kind of like just go glutton and get it all in at once. I'm gonna order like 9 cheeseburgers, a Frosty, and a bunch of fries, and we're gonna
then go hibernate somewhere.
Yeah. One snake meal, 2 days.
Exactly. Yes, it's like a McDonald's snake meal. Like I'll go for so long without it, and then I'll just be like, I'm gonna poison myself. Really bad. Really bad.
Getting my guts out and vomiting at the same time is not on my bingo card, so I think I'm gonna pass on that.
So he's out, dude.
Absolutely fucking not. All right, so I'm gonna let Meg get the last question of the night before we get into y'all's music video.
All right, cool.
What is your proudest moment as a band so far?
It hasn't quite happened yet, but this album, hands down, like I'm still impressed at what we've made. I'm really fucking proud of this thing, and this is also like the first time I've done this, so I'm not basing it off of anything, but I just know I'm like this is a pretty fucking good album. I'm really proud of this.
I would say the same thing. This is the first we have a record coming out next year. That's what some of these singles are coming off of, and I'm like definitely like I never like my own music, like ever. I'm super hard on myself. And this is the first time where I still don't like it, but I'm like, now I'm like, it's all right. You know what I mean?
It's
Like,
all right.
yeah, so now I'm like okay with it. So I'm
It's
proud of
tolerant.
it. Yeah, I'm proud of it. So
I can actually listen to it, on occasion.
no.
I don't
I'm
cringe
so sick
trying
of
to show
hearing
people it. Yeah, like
I'm
I still have that.
hearing it
I still have
now.
that natural built-in cringe. I'm like, they're like, oh, you're in band. Let's hear the music. I'm like, here you go.
Okay.
Yeah,
And then they're like, oh, it's really good. I'm like, I don't believe you. I don't believe you.
All
Yeah.
right, so on that, we actually have their video for Goddamn on here, which is fucking fantastic. It's how I found these guys. But we are out of here for tonight. Please check these guys out. Go to all their social media accounts. Hit that fucking follow button. If they're playing somewhere near you, don't be a pussy. Go to a goddamn show.
Yeah.
It's a good
Goddamn.
time. It don't cost that much. It's not like you're paying $500 or fucking nothing. Just go do it. On that, here's the music video. We are out of here. We'll see you guys again Monday night for the season finale.
Hell yeah. Thank you guys.
Thank you guys.
I don't know who I am, but I've been putting pieces back together new again. Here I am, I don't know where you've been, but I've been wearing checkers on my veins since 2010. Goddamn, I don't know who I am, so I'll just knock a couple more until I'm new again. Think I've been living life alone, love the oxygen. Think I've been living life in front without a time I'm in. Goddamn. Made a little progress, then it set a limit. Life set a little trap for me, I fell right in it. And I haven't liked the taste, but I've been swallowing it. I know heaven got away, so I've been following it. I got a automatic, bad habit. Someone else just got a problem that I got heavy. And I'll try to solve them using dark magic. Read the story to the end, this shit is so tragic. Goddamn, I don't know who I am, but I've been putting pieces back together new again. Here I am, I don't know where you've been, but I've been playing with it till it gets exhaustion. Goddamn, I don't know who I am, so I'll just knock a couple more until I'm new again. Think I've been living life alone, love the oxygen. Think I've been living life in front without the time I'm in. Goddamn, I don't know who I am, so I'll just knock a couple more until I'm new again. Think I've been living life alone, love the oxygen. Think I've been living life in front without the time I'm in. Goddamn. I've had 1,000 bad dreams, I don't know what they mean. I've had 1,000 good friends fall apart at the seams. See, we don't get along, but we got what we need. Yeah, we don't get along, but this means something to me. Goddamn, I don't know who I am, but I've been putting pieces back together new